Have you outgrown your home and you need a bigger one, but you don't know what to do to move up and trade up your current home? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to break it down for you. Have you outgrown your current home and really need to move up and buy a bigger house, but you don't know how and you're scared? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to give you my top 8 tips for move up buyers. Hi, my name is Griffin. I'm a top-selling real estate agent in the Loudoun County, Northern Virginia area. I also run a popular moms group called the Loudoun Moms. And in my business, I help a lot of move-up buyers every year. So I have a lot of clients who have maybe a condo, a townhome, a smaller single family, and they need to move up to another larger single family because their family is growing or their lifestyle has changed and they just need some more room. Well, I'm going to give you my top 8 tips that every move-up buyer needs to know before they start this process. So let's get into it. Number 1 is know what you can afford. You have to know what you're going to be able to afford for the next house because that really drives the conversation. If you can't afford much bigger of a home in the area you want to live in, it might not be the time to do this. Or maybe you have to look outside your desired area, but you need to know how much home you can afford before you start on this endeavor of selling your home and buying a new one. And then that takes me to my next point. Number 2 is you need to know what your current home is worth in this market and what's currently happening with the market conditions that we're in. So you need to know if your house is worth $500,000 and you've got maybe $200,000 worth of equity to roll into the new home, you know, all the numbers need to kind of make sense. And if you put $200,000 on this home and you can afford a $700,000 home, is that going to work for you? Do all the numbers work? How much the new house costs and how much you're getting from your old house. Those are really the first pieces that you need to decide because I'll tell you, the numbers and the dollars really make the difference on if you can do this process now, or perhaps you need to wait another 6 or 12 months until your home appreciates more or until you save up more money for the next house. Number 3 is decide if you want to buy first, sell later, sell first, and buy later. The reason being is some people can afford to buy their new home first and sell their current home after they've moved into their new home. And some clients can't do that. They have to sell their home first, then during the rent back period, buy a new home or potentially go into temporary housing. So working with the lender, we can really determine, are you able to buy first and sell later or sell first and buy next? Really kind of just depends on your financial situation and comfort level. Number 4 is learn your financing options. Every lender has got different options for you. Some can offer bridge loans. Some can offer a streamlined refinance where you can take the equity from one house after you close and put it towards your mortgage. So there's lots of different options depending on what lender you choose. And I've got a couple different lenders that all offer different products for your particular situation. So it's best to have me help you find a particular lender that fits your needs so that way you know what your financing options are and how much home you can afford. Number 5, consider all your options for the new home. Oftentimes I find my move-up buyers are looking just at resales online, but don't exclude the new construction. Oftentimes I find for my move-up buyers that new construction tends to fit better with their timeline and what they're trying to accomplish with getting the options that they want in their new home. So definitely look at both resales and new construction because one might be a better fit for you. Number 6, this is make it your love it or list it list, okay? So that means you, and if there's someone else buying the house with you, you need to make your most desired list. So the things that you really, really need in this new house. And take in consideration, what's not working in your old house? For us, it was like a new pantry and a mudroom. We didn't have those in our old house, and that wasn't working for us. So the new house had to have these things. But make sure if there's 2 of you guys buying a house that you have the same list. Someone can't want a dark kitchen and someone want white cabinet kitchen. It's not really gonna work unless you find a combo of both. So really define your list. What are your must-haves? What do you really want to have in that house? And things that would be maybe nice to have, but not necessary. Next is don't just look at homes that are currently on the market. When we're in a time like we are now with short inventory, sometimes we have to be a little creative. So if you know you want to be in a certain neighborhood or a particular style of home, like maybe only a 3-car garage, and we know that these handful of neighborhoods have them, then have us try to find some off-market properties. We can do that with letters, circle calling, and also checking homes that maybe had expired or didn't sell before, and also check with the other agents in our office. Who's got something coming up? So really leverage some of the off-market properties, because sometimes your dream home may not be in the MLS yet. And number 8, work with the right people. Work with a real estate agent who not only knows the area that you're selling in, but knows the area and is connected in the market that you want to buy in. Oftentimes it's similar areas, but if it's not, definitely work with the right people, or potentially talk to the person who's listing your house and see if they can recommend somebody if you're relocating to a different area that might be a good fit for you for what you're buying. Definitely having someone who can do this. It's kind of a sophisticated dance when you're selling your house and buying at the same time, or buying and then selling, whichever way happens to work for you. It's a kind of a dance, and there's a lot of moving pieces, and everyone's got to work in harmony and together. So having the right real estate agent like myself, who has done this many times per year, I would say 90% of my clients fall into this bucket, and can do it well and have all the extra people in place to make this be a seamless transaction, can really be important. If you have any questions about buying or selling a home in Loudoun County in Northern Virginia, I'd love to be a resource for you. My contact information is in the link below.